Hey guys, this is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I wanted to talk about this. I've noticed in our spiritual communities and these spiritual streets that a lot of people may not have this perspective. And I'm a type of person that I don't throw a rock and hide my hand. And what I mean by this, a lot of times when people get in readings and people are getting divination done, and I've had this happen more than one situation, and more than just in the church, but also in the spiritual community, in the ATRs. And people have accused me of doing work against them. When somebody truly says or lives their life that they don't throw a rock and hide their hand, I'm the type of person that if I want a war with you, it's gonna be in the open. I've never seen the gratification of stealing somebody. Even when in the natural, when I used to physically fight, I would never come from up behind somebody. I would never. I was never the type of person. We gonna square up, you know. Um, I'm never trying to catch somebody off guard or catch somebody in a weakened state. I want you to eat your Fruit Loops. I want you to eat your Cheerios. I want you to get a balanced breakfast so we can rumble. Because I don't want you to say was because I wasn't feeling good that day or I was down on my luck. I don't have a problem squaring up with people. That's why I don't bother people. I don't want to let people bothering me. When you are out here and you would like for certain people, certain spiritualists, to be at war with you or have some type of conflict with you, and these people are just going about their daily lives. I do realize that a lot of people that say they don't bother people or they don't throw the rock to hide their hand, they be lying, because it's like the art of being a ninja. It's about this deception. I don't get into that. I'm a Sagittarius, Moon in Aries, rising sign Pisces. I'm not a person that indirectly says anything. I don't indirectly do anything. Anything I decide to do, I make a decision and I move forward. I'm private. And I think that people with discretion or live private as though they're ashamed of what they're doing. I don't feel like it's anybody's business. If they ain't participating in what I'm doing, they don't need to know. But I'm private because I have enough sense to realize what I'm doing is not about other people. And so I just think that in the spiritual community that a lot of times people would love to have people beefing with them, back and forth spiritually with them. I do realize that there's benefit in a fake beef. Appearing like you are battling with certain people, so you get more likes, you get more shares, you get more followers. I get, because I believe, I must taught this by my mother. Everybody, whatever they do, they're getting something out of it. You might not see or feel that that's something that you would do, but everybody, no matter what space or time they're living in, they're getting something out of whatever it is, whether it's mental, emotional, or physical, something. And so I realized that people on all my social media platforms, that there are some people that will try to convince people that Apostle Ely, Chief Apostle Samuel Jr., is at war with them. If you ain't doing nothing shady to me, there's no reason or rhyme or reason why my spiritual team would attack anybody. If you ain't I'm serious. If my spiritual team is here to protect and defend me, there's no reason for them to protect me and defend me from you if you're not doing stuff. Because I'm not going to go out my way and waste my time or my energy attending to somebody else's business. I'm 52. I wasn't like that as a kid in my mama's house when I wasn't paying no bills. When other people was giving me and supporting me, I went in other people's business then. I'm not going to get in my 50s and start tending to people's business. So the whole concept of not throwing a rock and hiding your hand is to mean that this person is not deceptive. This person is not sneaky. And so whatever he or she is doing, they're going to do it publicly. They're going to speak their mind publicly. I don't need to hide behind anything. Do I know how to cloak my magic? Yes, I do. Do I know how to hide things or hide myself or be invisible? Absolutely. Absolutely. But even in that, if I want to stealth a missile, spiritual missile at somebody, that's all about my skill. That's not because I'm trying to pretend I'm not in a war with them. Because if I have declared war, I'm not like America. They don't declare war. They just be fighting a lot of people, fighting a lot of battles. You got people out there that they ain't declared war, but it's you know that there's some conflict going on because of them. But I just never got into that. And it's not because I just thinking about how many people have gotten readings and falsely accused me of stuff that I'm like, why would I do that? You know, most people don't understand a Sagittarius. The moment that you try to make me an enemy, now I'm looking at you so side. I'm finna roast you. Because now I got to figure out, well, what you got going on that I'm going to take out my time to hinder you. Because a lot of y'all think people are against you because you out here faking, pretending that you're more successful than you really are. And if I'm really about my business, I don't really have time for you. If they say I'm booked and busy, like I claim I am, I got appointments that I have to attend to, then how do I have time to be over there attending to you, trying to ambush what you got going on? What is that going to do for me? If your life blissful, what is that going to do for me? If your life is at the bottom of the barrel, what is it going to do for me? I don't understand that, because I don't believe that a lot of you all live by that principle. I don't throw a rock, hide my hand. You just say it. But there are people out here like me that actually operate like that. So, you know, whatever your issue with me, that you want me to be an adversary to you, if you really want beef, just say you want beef. Cause I'm like Texas. I give you all the beef you can muster. You know, but I don't bother people. You got to come bother me or what I got going on for you to become a type of priority in my life. I hope this really helps some people, and for people to actually in the spiritual community to grow up, to realize that people actually out here got a life. All right, God bless.